welcome, Brennan. Oh, damn it, really? Hi, everyone. Welcome to Pretties, where today is chaotic. Let me go ahead and just get something taken care of, and then I'll be right back with you. Rory, I need you now, please. Let me go ahead and type my welcomes. Hang on, I'll tell you. Right there. Where are you stepping?
What?
Just now. And I think he got the side of my bag. And that's all full of paper. That's the first time he's ever done that.
Why'd you pee there? Did you land?
Yeah, he landed. Well, that's what he did.
Or you're just being mad at him?
Anyway, welcome to Polly's Pretties. This is our Wednesday live. I had a conglomeration of things I was going to try to do tonight. That's it. I need that cleaned up. Anyway, I had a conglomeration of things I was going to try to do tonight, and I may be slightly slower because I do have a video uploading in the background. So one of the things I want to do is I got some beautiful, I got some beautiful swap mail and friend mail today. The swap mail was a die cut swap from Sophie, and I'm uploading that now. And the friend mail was from Gail Mora, and it was such gorgeous friend mail. I got a card for July 4th, and then, excuse me, and then she sent me a die for these beautiful little flowers. This is the little centerpiece, and this is the flower. And there's all different sizes. There's like, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9 flowers and 3 centers. And I've cut them out, and they're very delicate and very pretty. So here's one of them. Here's another. Now I'm just using scrap paper to cut them out because I just wanted to see how they look. Like I said, I just literally got this. So I had no idea like what they might look like. But they're very pretty. I'm anxious to play with these. And then there's this one. And they all have that same similar look, just bigger or smaller. And then the stamens are full. Let me see if I can get my finger on this one. Here's one. This is the largest one. And then they go smaller from there, 2 sizes down. Okay, thank you. Have her check inside that bag to make sure nothing's wet. And so that's the flowers. I wanted to play with those a bit. So I did die cut those before we got on screen because my die cutter makes everything bounce and go crazy. And then the next thing she sent me, I want to play with here tonight too, is a beautiful stamp set that says, "Thinking of you" is the sentiment. And then look at this beautiful stamp. Is that not gorgeous? There's a little bench here. There's 2 little birds, a ladder to go up. There's little lanterns in the tree, a little tree house. I think it's just gorgeous. So I think we'll play with this too and see. Maybe we'll make a card with it. So yeah. But I've really, really just wanted to test out the dies, see how they look when cut out, and they are gorgeous. They are just stunning. I'm really wanting to play with my scraps and, make a bunch more of these and actually put them together and hopefully make some cute little tiny flowers here that I can use on some of my layouts, because that would be really cool. I love flowers. I'm a flower nut. So, but yeah, so that's one thing. I got that cut out, and I want to put these back so I don't lose any of them, because there's a lot of little pieces here. But that was, again, from, like I said, Gail Mora, and so is the stamp. I'm going to move this aside, and I do want to bring the stamp in now. And I got my punch here. I'm going to move it up here. And then my little die cuts. Thought I had like a little bowl sitting here with me. Did I move it already? I probably did, because I've been working and cleaning in the craft room. So I'll just stack these nicely for now, and we'll probably play with these here in a bit, because they're very fragile and very beautiful. Like, these are just gorgeous little flowers. They really are. So we'll probably do that here in just a few. And let me get these moved out of the way so we can try out the stamp. So I'll move those there. And let me get my little centers because I don't want to lose them either. Okay. And like I said, I was just using scrap paper for that. So that ought to tell you, you know. Let me see. What paper do I have out here next to me? Blue. I don't think I want blue. Uh-huh. Okay. Let me measure here. Yeah, I should be able to. Okay. So that's what I'm going to do. Let me get my little piece here. Okay. We'll put that back there for now. So don't need it. Get that out of the way, and that can go to the scrap bin here in a few. There we are. Well, hello there, Julie. How are you, hon? I hope you got my thank you. I definitely thank you for reposting the videos and giving me the assistance there. We finally have reached 504 family members now. So I definitely have packages ready. I'm getting ready to do that video when my other video uploads. Today's been just chaos. It has been chaos today. I began to wonder if I was even going to make it for the live, but thank goodness I did. So, okay. Yeah. Okay. So, so tonight I'm playing with a couple new items from the lovely Gail Mora. She sent me this, and you're going to cluster right now, but it's a little package of flowers and little centers. So I cut those out. Oh boy, are they beautiful. I'm going to show you a small one here. If I can get a hold of it. My hands are shaking. Here's one of the small ones I cut. Let me, in frame, Polly. There you go. There's one of the tiny ones, and they are so beautiful. Thank you so much, Julie. I don't know that it's awesome, but I sure as heck try. And then the other thing I want to play with is also from Gail, and it's a stamp set, and the sentiment on it is thinking of you. And then it's this tree with like a tree house in it. And then it's got the ladder and the lanterns and the little bench with a couple birds. Oh, you're not late. You're fine. I was, like I said, running a little late myself because chaos today. We had to take my puppy to the groomer. He hadn't been for a while, and he really needed to go. He looked like a dust mop running across the floor. And then my mother-in-law, technically, I hate using that word for her, mom come in, and she spent part of the day. Then my sister-in-law was here. Then my brother-in-law was here. So we've just had kind of this kind of day going today. And it was beautiful. It was wonderful to have everybody here and have, visit and stuff and have time. But it just made for a very chaotic day. So yeah, we're just kind of coming to the mellow of it right now, which for me is, yeah, I'm definitely ready for the mellow. But I mean, I love having my family here. I do. I love having them here. I love talking to them, hanging out with them. Just, it was busy. I don't think it's been that busy for a while. And of course, Brownie looks like half the dog he once was. Which is true, he does. He went from looking like a dust mop to looking like a chihuahua. And he's not a chihuahua. So, it's hilarious. Although I think he's mad at me. So, I think Mom's in a doghouse. Didn't want to be, but I think that's where I want. So, okay, let me see if I can do this. I cut my nails. It seems like every time I cut my nails, that's when I need. Oh, those are pieces. Oh, we didn't know that. Oh, boy, ain't that neat. Okay. See, I learned something new. Oh, let me see if I can get this on the big block here. And you know what? I know they're different pieces, but I'm putting them together. Oh my God. Ew. I don't want that temperature. You can keep that. I do this on the same stamp block. It has to go there. I mean, not that that's a bad thing, because it kind of looks like it. Okay, we're going to do that. Don't mind me. I'm just crazy. But I don't want your temperatures. You can keep those. I don't do well when it starts getting that hot. After I had my second stroke on Good Friday of this year, I got to be careful with heat. So now I'm going to do it in black this time, just to kind of, because it's the first time I've ever inked this stamp. I want to see how it looks. I'm like a kid in a candy store. I get something new and I want to play with it. And I don't know if you saw, but I did try Temu out. And oh my gosh, did they surprise me? Oh my gosh. I was so happily surprised. I could not believe it. They didn't let me down at all. I was impressed with them. Okay, here we go. I'm going to bring you down so you can see the first. Oh, I stamped my thumb. Lovely. Okay, let me make sure I have this. There we go. But yeah, it was just, ever since I had that second stroke, they've cut down how much time I'm allowed to be out in the sun, and if it gets too hot, I can't go out at all. And I told him, I said, why don't you just tell me not to live? Why don't you just tell me to stay in a bubble? That's what it feels like. But I mean, I guess I get it, you know. They're just trying to protect me, so. Okay. I love this stamp. Boy, I hope this all stamps out. This stamp is so detailed, so pretty. Okay, here comes the test. I'm crossing my fingers. Oh no, I didn't have enough pressure on the center. Oh, well, poodle. Well, I'll be trying that again. For the most part, though, and this was just, like I said, my first test run of it, this is what happened. I didn't have enough pressure here in the center, so I think what's going to have to happen is I'm going to have to get my pressure tool out. And instead of having it on this block, I'm going to have to find one of my other blocks. But it does look like it's going to stamp beautifully once you get the pressure on it. I mean, these all came out super easy, but that's where I could get my hands too, since I have, you know, not too small hands. But that's not bad for a start. That really isn't. Ooh, my thumb. Boy, I really stamped myself. Oh well. So let me see about getting this guy first so I can clean off my desk. Now that I made an inky mess. And we're going to have to get out the tools. So that's all right. Oh, stay. Okay, don't fall down at me. Yeah, it is. Some stamps don't take a lot of pressure. Some stamps do. It depends. And with my desk, it depends too, it seems sometimes. Oh, why did I hide you back there? I am an unknown. That's why. All right. Well, let me grab this. That's the pressure tool. And then, am I tall enough? Do you ever have to ask yourself that when it's your craft room, if you're tall enough to reach something? Okay. There we go. We'll pull out the big bad boy. Let me put that over there now. And I'm not even putting you in there until I have my paper ready. So I think I need to go to my box. So I've been reorganizing the craft room again. God help us all. I think I'm going to need that too. No joke. I really do. I've been just on this crazy clean it up spree. I know I should have a big piece of white. Just don't want to dump all this other paper on the floor. Um, is that it right there? No, that's the cream. I don't know that cream would do us any favors. But yeah, I've been reorganizing and configuring space and just generally making a mess. But I also with all my craziness have finally, I think, figured out how I actually want to organize things for me. Which hopefully after things get settled and we do my birthday stuff, we do my birthday stuff, I'll be able to get my organization containers, and then it will look even better. It won't look so haphazard. So that will be fun. Okay. I can cut you there pretty much. Okay. So, and I also have the 3 winners packages packaged up. I'm going to do 3 winners for my giveaway. So those are packaged and ready. I just have to see who wins them, put names on them. And then we're going to get those shipped out. It like I said, it's been a little bit of a loony toony day, so I'm just hoping. Okay, I'm hoping that I can actually get everything to work the way it needs to, so we can have a lovely little time here. Good. All right. Now let me get you in here. And this ought to be funny. I'm going to get all inky. Okay, let me see. I think I want you that way. And then we'll bring you in. And we're going to still go up here. It's a good thing I'm not afraid to get dirty when I'm crafting. All right, let me see how this rolls over when I... Nope, gotta move it. Well, that's good. I'm going to move it, all right, because it moved on me. Yeah. Which means now another sheet of paper. Or the back of this one, at least. Yuck. If. Wow. Okay, yeah, before we do this, we're going to do this, because you just made a mess of me. EU. And a mess of my machine. All right, we're going to turn you that way. You'll be fine. Now, make sure you're pressed in place. And hopefully, cross our fingers. This time it'll work. Nope. Now you got to go the other way. Would you make up my mind? Every time I think I have this in position, right, I got to move it. I think that's going to be too far still. Now let's try that. Yes, okay, good. Alrighty. Woohoo! Now we're cooking with gas. My birthday is July 24th. I am a Leo on the cusp of, I believe it's Cancer is the cusp one. But yeah, I'm a Leo. It's funny, my birthday's in July and the hubby's birthday's in August. We're both Leos. Thank God neither one of our children are. I don't think we could handle that many Leos. Okay, here we go. Ooh. I always get nervous with new stamps. Well, dies too, but dies, it's you kind of know what's wrong if they don't work. With a stamp, many things could be wrong. And I really want this stamp to work. I'm just bent on this stamp really bad because I really like it. Okay, please, please, please. I already see. Ooh, yeah. That is nice. Ooh. I like that. I could use going over it one more time for the little bird there. But you know what? Everything else came out really beautiful. And I think it was just I didn't go over here far enough. So I'm not really even complaining. Oh wow, you're surrounded by a lot of really tough critters. Let me move that block a minute. I think I am gonna. Where did I put it? Wow. See, I don't even know where nothing's at today. That's awful. Okay. Yeah, this birdie's the one I missed. I thought it was maybe the birdie on the bench, but no, it came out. So we're gonna give you a little more ink. I'm gonna try this because I really would like to see that bird come out. The worst I'll do is look inky. Put this guy right in there. Okay, little bird. Do me a favor and work. I just want that whole thing to come out. I really do. Well, the bird looks a little better. Still not great, though. Where am I missing? Okay, I see where I'm missing. So, a little more ink. Maybe I don't have enough ink on that poor guy. We're going to try just doing a birdie. Mr. Birdie, please work. Yes! Ha-ha! Okay, now I live. Here is the entire stamped image other than the words, which I'll use the words here in a minute, but I was really just aching to see this printed out. I think that is going to be something really beautiful. I can see so many cards coming out of this. I can see birthday cards. I can see, yeah, so many. So I think once that's colored up, and if you use just the right colors and stuff, that you could do that for evening, you could do that for early morning, you could do that for fall. So many different ideas there. So many different ones. And that just, at least now I know my platform, my knockoff platform works to give me the full coverage. So that's what I was looking for. All right, now let me put this in here. We're going to try that word here in a minute, but I want to wipe these off. Let me get to my cleany stuff. I do not like to put anything away dirty. I don't know if that makes me weird or... I just really do not like having my stamps a mess. All right, there we go. Yeah. But this actually is in a video that's uploading currently of friend mail and swap mail. The swap I didn't show because that'll be in the video. So, but that was over at Polly's Pretties on Facebook. Oh, that is so nice. I'm so happy that worked. Sometimes this stamp tool comes in very handy. I try, yes, I really do, because I hope that I can keep mine to last super long. I know that may sound crazy. Things are meant to wear out, but I really kind of prefer mine don't. That may sound crazy, but that's where I'm at. I really don't want my stuff to wear out. I mean, I know it does, and I know that things are meant to be repurchased, but I don't know. Let's not rush it, is what I say. Ooh, that looks like it's going to be such a pretty print. Okay. But before I print that, I am cleaning up that ugu. I don't want that on there. There. All right, now let me, oopsie. Come on over here, you. Yeah, right there will be good. You can be right in the center, that's fine. You know, I never thought when I bought these tools I'd ever use them. Yeah, I'll tell you, I was looking at a paper pad, and I'm bad because I said I wasn't going to buy any paper, and I haven't. I've been really good. For the last couple of years, I have not bought any scrapbook paper whatsoever. And I was looking at a set that they have at Michael's, and it's tempting. The only thing is, I don't like the price. So I've learned that though I like something, sometimes it may still sit on that shelf. Okay, let's see. Come on up here. That's beautiful. Oh. Oh, that, yeah, that's becoming a card. I don't know who I'm sending it to. Somebody. But it's becoming a card. Look at that handwriting on that. That is beautiful. If I could write like that, I'd be happy. That's gorgeous. Okay, so that's going to become a card. I don't know how, when, who, but somebody's getting a card. So I've been in a card making mood lately too. Cards and scrapbooking lately have been my go-to. I mean, I've done embellishments, but usually I have to have somebody give me like a theme or something. Unless I just do random like scrappy ones. Which we were doing. I was teaching my daughter how to do clusters the other day. Because she's never crafted. So I think for her first try, her clusters were amazing. Um, we have a ways to go. She's learning. But I just think that it was really amazing that she came in and crafted it all. For somebody who doesn't. So I'm really tickled that she's trying. I'm really tickled she wants to come in and spend time in the craft room, other than coloring. So let me clean up my mess here. I really don't like to leave anything grody. I think that's my mother coming through me. My mother was somebody who didn't like things mess. She really didn't. That looks much better. All right. Now I don't have to worry about it getting all yucky. Yep. Okay, I know that's my hair somewhere. There it is. But that stamp set is gorgeous. Oh, yes. It just lets me know I have to use my stamp tool, which I probably should be using more anyway. But yeah, I'm trying to get myself taught how to paper piece better. I bought me some gorgeous girls from Temu, and I've been trying to do those. And then, bag, you gotta go here. And then I've also been trying to get better at the whole stamping and creating through bits and pieces of stamps, making something different. I don't know how far I'm going to get, but I'm trying. And just little stuff that I can learn to help further things along. Let's put you there for a minute while I clean this up, because I don't want to leave this out either. Okay, I'm not going to get that with that bag there. So there we go. That's better. But I'm definitely trying to get new things under my belt. I even started working with scrapbook sketches, which I've never done. Never had any inclination to. And those I think are turning out fun. I think I like the scrapbook sketches. Now, granted, I don't make mine exactly like they do theirs all the time. Okay, wait a minute. What are you doing? That's what I thought you were doing. Okay. But I am learning to work with them. I'm learning to like be able to look at them one way, but maybe use them another. Which was something I never did. So I think that, oh boy, I'm a mess. I think that will help me out too. And then this thing, like I said, I bought it eons ago from, oh, I think this came from AliExpress when I got this. And I never thought I'd use it. This was another AliExpress thing that I never thought I would use. And now I use them more often than not. But I am enjoying crafting again, thank goodness. I'm going to bring you up a bit now that, whoopsie, maybe, if I don't turn you clear to China. Yeah, you can see I'm a mess over here where I'm working. I've got stuff to send to so many people. So many people. I got behind. I take a vacation from crafting to go color, and then I get behind. But I've gotten back into crafting slowly, slowly, and I think part of that was I joined a new group on Facebook called Ginger's Corner. And we swap. What it's like a, I think they call it 4x4, and I do the mini swaps. I don't do the big one. I haven't ventured to the big one. But I've enjoyed their swaps. I really have. I've enjoyed their swaps, and I've been making a lot of scrapbook pages out of them. As a matter of fact, the 2 scrapbooks I bought last year for my birthday are now full. So now I have to go buy more. So, but I've had fun. I'm learning different things too, like different things I can use in my scrapbooks. And it's, I definitely can tell the difference from the very first scrapbook I ever started and did to the ones I do now. My mother-in-law and I today sat and were going through some of mine, and I'm going to tell you, there's a difference. There really is. I thought, nah, they're going to look the same. No, they don't. No, they don't. Um, I've learned different stuff, and each page seems to have like a different personality. It's just crazy because I look at some of my older stuff, and then I look at the stuff I'm doing now, and I'm like, wow, I should really go back and fix that. But at the same token, I don't want to fix it because I want people to see that it was a journey. You know, that in the beginning, this is how I was, this is how I started, this is what I knew. And then going through, you learn different stuff and you change it up. And I think that that's important for people to see. I mean, granted, my scrapbooks go to my kids when anything happens to me. And believe me, there's enough of them. But I'm hoping the kids will enjoy them and remember a lot of the memories that are in them. Because I've got everything from when the kids were babies all the way through, all the way through. I've got awards they've won and everything. So I'm just, I don't know. And I think I'm getting thrifty. I don't know about letting you know. You have a bad habit of doing the same thing to me Gail does. And I love you ladies for being so kind. But ain't nobody got money for that. But no, I made a mistake one time and told Gail I liked a certain purse that I saw a video for, and next thing you know, I got a paper purse sitting up there on my shelf. And that woman, I don't think there's anything she can't make. I don't think there's anything that woman can't make. And it's funny because she's such a beautiful person, and not just inside, but she's a beautiful person outside too. And like I was showing my mother-in-law cards and stuff she's made me. I have Easter cards, Halloween cards, Christmas cards, you name it, all through the year. And her cards are just wow. If I can make a card like that, boy. I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to learn. I'm even trying to learn, what do they call them? Fun folds, I think is what they call them, where they're folded funny and you stand them a different way. And I'm trying to learn all of it. I am, because I figured, well, if I can learn it and I can bring it to the channel, then it makes my channel more interesting. But no, I went like I'm trying to learn it all. I even looked at some drawing, trying to learn drawing because I can't draw what I do. I can't draw stick people. That's no joke. I really can't. My stick people are lopsided. So I swear the last time I drew them, they looked at me and they were like, "Lady, can you please stop drawing us?" So, but no, I'm trying because I want it to be I want my channel to be comfortable. I want people to come in. Sure, I'll do that because I have to actually look at the name. I know what it looks like. I just don't know the name of it. So I'll have to look up the name. But I don't remember now. I know our Michaels was out of it when I went to look. So, but I know that if I can get more things on here than just coloring and scrapbooking and minute, I would say card making, because I'm not some guru with cards. I'm still learning, very much so. Um, then maybe it'll make it more interesting, you know. So that's what I've been doing. That and this whole reorganizing, restructuring is because I have. If I'd pull my glitter box down, y'all would shoot me. And I bought it because I was going to use it, right? Because glitter's pretty to me. I mean, it can be kind of messy, but I think it's pretty. And I pulled it out of the drawer the other day. I decided I was going to try to use some on some rosette edges, and I got to looking, and I don't ever need glitter. So, and I've been on this don't buy this or that because I have so much of it sitting around. I can't justify going out and buying more if you don't even have what you have used. And I think that's what's going on in my mind. I have stuff sitting here that I haven't used. Like I've got what do they call it? Ephemera. That's it. Like I have ephemera sitting around, stuff like this that's like old frames that you could put in like albums if you have that's upside down. Jeez. But like you could put a beautiful picture in here and use this as a frame and then do a whole page layout if you had a young child. And I don't use it. I don't have young kids. So I figure, why not share the wealth? So I'm making a rack up for a friend over there. I've got stuff over here for storage that I gotta move because it's the wrong kind of storage. Then I've got 3 prize packages over here stuffed to the brim. So I'm just like, okay, let's clean this up. It's making me crazy. I'm starting to feel it's bothering me. I'm getting claustrophobic. I mean, I am claustrophobic anyway, but I feel claustrophobic. So I'm like, okay, this has to go. And I thought, well, why not give it to people who may not be able to get it? Yeah, there's my boy. There's my Bowie. I said my brownie. Get to my brownie. Hi, gorgeous. You look so different when you get your haircut. We lose half a dog. Yeah, we lose half a dog. Did we leave the other half of you at the groomer? That's my boy. That right there is my juice. He's you want to talk about somebody who wakes you up perfectly? My little boy, they put him up. Chris in the morning will get up first, then he'll go and get Brownie after he goes to the bathroom, and he'll bring Brownie in, and he'll come across the big bed because our bed's too high for him to get up on. And he'll come over, and I wear oxygen at night, so it means I have the cannula here. And he'll come over to me, and he'll gently nudge on my nose, and he'll let me know, Mom, I'm here. And I'll open my eyes and I'll peek at him just enough I can see him, but he can't really see me. And I'll whisper his name, and he'll come up and he'll nudge my cheek, and he'll be like, "Okay, mommy, time to get up." And I tell you, he just right here. He does. He gets me. Oh, I never ever. The funny thing is, I didn't grow up with small dogs though. I never ever had a small dog as a kid. All of our dogs were like border collies. We had what was that dog? What was he? Cockapoo, I think was the smallest one we ever had. And he was a mean little turd. Oh, he didn't last long. And then we had Dobermans, and we had Rottweilers, and we had giant Schnauzers, and you want to talk about some big dogs. Those are the ones that takes you 2 hands to get them into the bath, and then it takes you 4 hands to get them out of the bath. So we never had small dogs until after I was in, oh gosh, I was my last year at junior. Well, not last year. It would have been last year in the other town. But I had 2 years of junior high left when we got our first small dog. And he was a miniature Schnauzer. We named him Blackie, which is funny enough. That was also the color he was. Uh-oh. Well, YouTube, quit it. Welcome back. But we got Blackie. He was given to me by my oldest sister for my 14th birthday, believe it or not. And he was my best friend. He was just, he was the most lovable small dog I had ever met. And we went everywhere together. Everywhere. Even to the ice cream shop. And he was the world, let me tell you. But when I was old enough to move out, I couldn't take him. Him and my mom were so close, I couldn't do it. So I left him with my mom. And he lived out a very happy life there. And since Blackie, little dogs seem to have been a thing. I guess he just changed my brain. Because my Trixie girl was a smaller dog. She wasn't real big. Which, oh God, I'm telling you, I still miss her. That's 20 years. 20 years. That dog knew more about me than I think I know about myself. She was my girl. And this little one here, let me tell you, he's smart as a tack. Oh, is he? He can tell you when mama don't feel good. He can tell you when mom's having a rough day. He can tell you if somebody gets too close to me. I mean, he's just, boom, he's on it. He's on it. And, oh, I think I'd give up the world for him. I really do. My dogs are a big part of my life. I don't know. I'm hoping this little dude will last me another 20 years. And then by that point, I'll be like in my 70s and I may not want any more else. I say that, but you watch, I'll be 70 and I'll still be trying to crawl around and have an animal. But yeah, he's been my world, let me tell you. He's taken over where Trixie left off. I swear it's so funny because it's like Trixie stayed here long enough for Brownie to get old enough to take care of me and take her place. And then she knew it was okay. She could go. And now Brownie's here. And I'm telling you, he acts at times so much like her. So much like Trixie. And they're not even the same type of dog. So it's like, oh wow, okay. But I'll tell you, I'd be lost without him right now. I really would. And you should see him. Oh my gosh, I gotta tell you. We've decided, okay, that because of my badge, I can take him into stores now. So I took him out to our little shop and save out the road. It's a regular sized grocery store. And so I wanted to test run it, right? To see how he did. Because some dogs play up when you're at the store. They'll make all kinds of noise and be just hard to control. So I thought, okay, we're going to test this. So we took him. Not a bark one. Not a flinch. Didn't move away from my side. Sat right with me the entire time. People would come up and pet him and talk to him, and he would stay. He would let them as long as they come in slow. And I said it was okay. But they couldn't take him away from me. They couldn't move him. And he was so good. Well, then we tried taking him to the Rite Aid here in town. Perfect. We tried taking him to the Dollar General here in town. Perfect. The only time we've noticed him get antsy is when he has to go out to go to the bathroom, if we're shopping and it's a little long, or if he gets too warm. So, other than that, though, he stays right with me. He won't leave my side. So, and I'm thankful for that. It makes it a whole lot easier. I told them, I said, we need to put a sidecar on my wheelchair so that he has a little chair to sit in. The only thing is, I don't think we can get the doors then. Because my wheelchair is pretty big. So, but we are looking at, they have, I guess it's like a harness carrier that you wear. And you put the harness and it snaps on your back. And then there's like a mesh bag that the dog can still breathe in and they can still move in and stuff like that. But it keeps them safe up on you so that you can still use your hands too. And so we're looking at possibly getting one of those so that Brownie can ride with me all the time and be more comfortable than, me having to hold him in my arm all the time. And then he'll be right here next to me anyway. And then I'm also looking at travel bowls for him for like when we go out walking and stuff so he can have his water. Because right now we just buy bottles of water and then have to figure out, how to give it to him. So, but yeah, my little man goes with me almost everywhere. There's places I can't take him because health, restrictions. But we've taken him to the stores, and I can't take him to the park downtown because there's no dogs allowed. And I can't take him, of course, to my doctor's because most of the time when I'm going, it's stuff that he wouldn't be allowed back there with anyway. So, but other than that, he goes pretty well. We've had a fair amount of company, and he does good with company. And he'll alert us if somebody's around. He doesn't bark much in the house. The only time he barks is if there's like some kind of big noise. So, but he's just really amazing to only be a 3-year-old dog. So, and that's all he is. He's only 3 years old. But we definitely are happy that we have him. He has made quite the impact. And it's funny, he also knows how to play differently with us. Like he plays very gentle with me and he plays even gentler with my daughter. And then he roughhouses with Daddy. It's funny to watch them too. Ours has like little kid play area. And they don't want the dogs down there because little kids don't know, oh, well, you can't just go up to any old dog. So, I mean, I kind of get it, but I kind of wish they'd section it off so that we could have an area for the dogs. Because there's a lot of dogs in this town. I mean, almost every house I know has a dog. So I think it's kind of dumb they don't have a dog park. But we just walk him without the park. We just go everywhere else. And we tried, what was it, Randonautica the other day for the first time. That was interesting. We learned that they haven't updated the maps of our area in over 30 years. So yeah, it took us to some places that no longer exist. That was really funny. We had a good time with that. We did that for about 2 hours, and it was hilarious. We went.
Starting to sprinkle.
Oh, is it really? I figured we might get rain. It felt kind of weird. But we went all the way downtown through the back way and ended up way back over town. And then it kept telling us to go over this bridge. And the bridge it was telling us to go over, we're trying to figure out where this bridge is, right? I mean, my husband's lived in this town his whole life.
So bridge going out of town.
Yeah, so we finally figured out where the bridge is, right? And he's telling me it's a bridge going out of town. It's a bridge going out of town. No, it wouldn't take us that far. I went on a 1 mile radius. It's not going to take us that far. So we finally start trekking down to where this bridge is. Sure enough. And I'm like, why is it wanting us to go out of town? Well, we're starting to get the sprinkles right now. It's not a full on rain yet. Although it looks like it's gonna be. We're looking awfully gray. Awfully gray. So we may get a boomer, which is okay, because as late as it is, that means it'll boom through us sleeping. That's fine. But yeah, we did Randonautica for about 2 hours the other day, and it was kind of fun. It wasn't the one we thought it was. We actually were looking for I think it's called Intentions game. So we're going to look into getting that on our phone so that we can try it. But we took Brownie with us. Oh, excuse me. It is not you, it's just a day. And we're going to try doing the Intentions game one time after we get it and see how that goes. And then maybe we'll tape a couple times of that. Because it'll be something different, something to show, and maybe get interest in it. And we've also talked about doing Around the Fire Pit if the weather ever straightens up here. If it ever straightens up. Mother Nature's kind of been dumping a lot of rain on us. And I mean a lot. My yard looked like a swimming pool a day ago. So, and when it gets like that, I don't get to go out because my chair would get stuck. So, that means Mom has to stay in the house. But we've been having a good time trying different things and trying to get out more. Not be at the house so much. We're sneakily, I have to say this quietly because my daughter's a nib nose. We're trying to sneakily plan a trip to the Pittsburgh Zoo and Aquarium for this fallish, like September-ish time, maybe. That way we can take her and we can go as a family and spend the day. But we don't want her to know till we do it, until it's planned.
He went twice again.
Oh, did he?
Maybe
they didn't let him pee enough before they gave him his groomer trip before he went to his spa day.
Mm.
Is that what? I heard him.
Okay,
oh, there he is. There he is. Hi.
Hungry.
Hi. Did they not give you enough pee time? Huh? Is Mom going to have to call them and tell them, excuse me, we have to have pee time? Is Mom going to have to? Am I going to have to, baby? Oh, you're fine. It's just, I'm just trying to kind of mellow here for the last little minute. But I do appreciate you coming and hanging out with me. It gets awful boring when you're here by your lonesome. So, but yeah, like I said, today was one of those days. We had one thing planned, and one thing turned into 4 things. So it was like, okay. So like, I don't even know. We're just going to go with it. We're just going to roll with it today. And it was nice. I mean, I don't know if you can say your heart was filled with happiness. I don't know if that's the right wording, but that's definitely today. Definitely today. It always makes me happy to see my mom, my mother-in-law, I should say, but my mom. And then, of course, I got to see my sister-in-law. I got to see my brother-in-law, who I don't get to see very often. And of course, Brownie got to go to the groomer, which made me happier because that helped cut down his fur. Because, oof, I was beginning to think, man, he was getting real shaggy. So, and now I can see his beautiful brown eyes. Yes, I can. Happy today. Tomorrow and see how things are. He's been decent. Oh, that's why. Okay. I thought about changing the time, but I don't know if, with my time zone being one of those weird time zones, I don't know if I'd get anybody if I went any earlier. So, and I can't go later. If I go any later, I'll be a zombie. I hate to say that, but it's true. I'm old. My mother-in-law heard me say that. She probably cracked me over the head one. But no, I don't get to see my family, unfortunately, now as much as I wish as I could. With everybody living so far spaced apart, it's just hard. It's hard. and I don't like it, but it is what it is. People got to work. People got to do what they got to do to make a living. So whether I like it or not, I understand it. So, but I got plenty of hugs today from everybody, and we had some good laughs, and so I just feel full today. I don't know if those are the right words, but that's really what I'm feeling. So, and I love spending time with my mother-in-law, although I hate calling her that. I really do. She's not a mother-in-law. I had one of those before, and but yeah, today was just like I said. It was a little bit hectic, a little crazy, but it was good. It was good. Sometimes you just gotta roll with the crazy, and that's what we did. So, but it is 8 o'clock here, and I've probably about drove you mad. So I think I will call it an evening and try to clean up some more of this mess because can't stand this too long. And I thank you for coming and being with me, and I appreciate the friendship and the help and just everything. I really do. I know that sounds really lame to say it that way, but I don't have enough words, and I'm not really an eloquent speaker. So, um, but I appreciate everything. I do. Um, but I am going to say my good nights and let you all rest, and I will hope to see you again soon. Please, my friends, remember you are beautiful, you are amazing, and you are loved. And if anyone tries to tell you different, they're wrong. It's just that simple. Please pay it forward when you can. You don't know how soon you might need that back. Be kind. It's just a nice thing to do. And everybody's going through something. Kind word could make someone's day so much better. And stay safe, please. Hug your loved ones. Let them know that you care. And until next time, thank you again for spending time with me this evening. I appreciate it more than you could even know. Till next time.